When it comes to select a subset of objects from a set, the first question that you should deal with is the order a factor? If no, each selected subset is called a combination of p elements from n elements. If yes, there will be a second question to deal with. Is the repetition allowed? If no, each selected subset is called a permutation of p elements from n elements. If yes, each selected subset is called a permutation with repetition of p elements from n elements. Let's note that, to know that if the order is a factor or not, follow the steps below. Take an example of possible results. Change the order of the element. Will the result change? If yes, the order is a factor. If no, the order is not a factor. Concerning the repetition, you should see if a result in the form AA can be obtained. If yes, the repetition is allowed. If no, the repetition is not allowed. In each one of the previous cases, let's talk about the number of possible results. In case of a combination of p elements from n elements, here is the symbol and the formula. Note that the factorial of a number is defined as the product of the number with all its successive lowest value numbers till 1. Here is the formula. For example, 5 factorial is equal to 1 times 2 times 3 times 4 times 5, which is 120. By another hand, it's agreed that 0 factorial is equal to 1. In case of a permutation of p elements from n elements, here is the symbol and the formula. In case of a permutation with repetition of p elements from n elements, here is the formula. Example 1. Assuming that any arrangement of letters forms a word, how many words of 4 different letters can be formed with letters T, A, B, L, E, and S? Take some seconds to think about it. First of all, in this example, is the order a factor? Take for example the word late, which is a possible result. Let's see when the order of the letters changes. Does the word change? In fact, it changes, so the order is a factor. Secondly, we should know if the repetition is allowed. So for example, is the word tala acceptable? No, because what is required is a word of 4 different letters. So the order is a factor and repetition is not allowed. Then, each word is a permutation of 4 letters from 6 letters, and here is the number of words. There are 16 students in a class. In how many ways a team of 5 students selected at random can be formed? Take some seconds to think about it. First of all, in this example, is the order a factor? Take for example the team formed by the students Y, A, J, X, and B. Let's see, when the order of students changes, does the team change? No. So the order does not matter. Then each team is a combination of 5 students from 16, and here is the number of possible teams.